Right now is a crucial time for you to build coins. It's the start of a new ultimate team, and if you have more than the average player, you can use those coins to invest or build a much better team, which will give you an edge. If you do things correctly now, it's not just a case of you having a slight advantage, but it will continue to increase because what you do now compounds. The more coins that you can make right now from trading will lead to the more trades you can buy into, which will eventually lead into you making even more coins off of those trades. And this loop will just keep on going on with every single time it getting more and more and more. Unfortunately, the problem is that it's just so goddamn hard to make coins right this second. That's why I'm here to show you the easiest methods you can use right now on the web app. But before we do get into the video, if you're looking to hit the ground running by the time FIFA does release, the Meal Factory will be selling coins. The second that they have enough coins to sell, they update their store, you will be able to buy them. Just make sure that you're using a link in the description down below, and once you do get to checkout, you can also use Fnatic5 to get a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. Getting back into the video. Right now, FIFA 23 is a grind. It always has been at this stage. In previous years, it was made slightly easier because we would have early access, which will give us 10 hours of game time, and we was able to generate coins by going through divisions, going through squad battles, and even though it was only 500 to 600, it meant that there was a lot more coins on the transfer market. Unfortunately, this year EA have decided to take a different route, which goes back to the way that it used to be before the web app and early access used to release at the exact same time. It's back to the roots where the web app would release a week before, making it the only source where you can get coins coming from those that do open their loyalty packs and those that end up quick selling, to eventually use those coins to buy into players and so on. That's where the coins and where the source of coins is coming from. So with all of these trading methods, you're not going to be buying one player for 600 coins and then listing them for around 3,000 coins. If you do manage to find something like that, keep it to yourself because players will swarm to that type of method. Right now, we're trying to make a couple hundred coins here or there to eventually this building up because you're able to get 10, 20, 30, maybe even more deals once you do go through this tedious process. So the first way, and by far the easiest way, is of course the bronze pack method. Now there's a lot of people within the community telling players to use this method. It costs 750 coins to open a bronze pack, but because it is so cheap, the likelihood of you profiting from it is fairly high. It's not every single pack that you open, but you should expect to make 1 in 4 at the very least, where you are able to profit from the pack and you could potentially profit from other packs. It will pay for itself in the long run. Despite popular belief, bronze players still have value. They're still needed to go through SBCs, and depending who you get, it will depend how much you can sell that player for. For some of them, it may just be the case where they go for a couple hundred, but in other cases, they may be worth a lot more, being into the thousands. With each player that you get within your pack, just compare the price. If you see them listed at 150 coins bid, 200 coins buy now, and there's loads of them, there is no point in you listing that player onto the transfer market. Instead, you should just store it into your club. But if you see anyone selling more than that, even if it is 200 coins and then 250 coins buy now, make sure that you're listing them onto the transfer market because those players will sell. For all the players that you store to your club, you can use them to go through SBCs where you can do the silver upgrade or even complete some of the foundation SBCs, or in a lot of cases, they may be able to sell a bit more later on, maybe when the full game is released. So you can just sit and hold them for now once the game is released, and then go through these players again. You may be able to find some deals that weren't necessarily deals at the beginning, but are deals later once the game is officially out. The only problem when going through this method is that you do need quite a bit of coins. Yes, the pack itself costs 750, but you're not guaranteed to make profit at the first one. So if you do only have 750, it's not worth going through. That's why I would recommend the second method. This is, of course, the bronze method. And we've already established that bronze players have value, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to get them from the bronze packs themselves. You can see what other players are listing, and this method is very simple. All you want to do is go over to the transfer market, select bronze, and then search. If you've been watching these videos before, back in FIFA 22, it's no different. The only difference now is that we're using it on the web app. You want to focus on players with bids on, which is easy to see. You can actually just scroll through each of the pages, see exactly what's got bids, which hasn't, avoid the ones which haven't, simply because what they're listed at has brought no interest to everyone else looking onto the transfer market. So when you look at them, it's likely that the price that they're listed at is a lot more than the other cards that are also listed by other players. The ones with bids on is a good indication. They're the ones which other players are interested in buying, probably because the current bid is less than the lowest buy now. I know when I've explained this before, some players are being confused with this, but it's all about attention. There's a reason why certain players don't have bids on with there being no interest. It's probably because they're overvalued, whereas there's also a reason why on the complete opposite end there's players with bids on, probably because they have a much higher buy now. So those are the ones you want to focus on. You can very easily click the player and then also go down to compare their price, see what other versions of that card is listed. Because there's so many people opening bronze packs right now just to make a few extra coins, it might actually be worth for you to back out, quickly go into the transfer search, type that player's name in, find their lowest buy now, and then go back to your watch list where you've hopefully added that player, and then you can place a bid if there's still room to make profit. Now with this method, slightly different to what we're used to. Normally we're able to buy players for 200 coins and then you can go and sell them for around 6, 7, 800, maybe even more, giving you a very nice amount of profit. But because everyone's looking at bronze players right now and so many people are opening bronze packs, you're probably on average only going to be making 100, 200 coins per trade. Now that might not be what you're looking for, especially if you do have less than 1,000 coins right this second, but trust me, it does add up. It's just really tedious to trade right now, but if you put the work in, I guarantee you'll be better off once the full game is released with the Ultimate Edition or even Standard Edition. Now if you want this method to be slightly better, which you probably all do, then you move on to the third variation. This is where you do the exact same thing, except you look for silver players. The benefit with silver players is that they're still used for SBCs, so they still have value. You can find a lot of them priced anywhere between just a couple hundred coins going all the way up to a couple thousand coins. But what makes these better than bronze players as well as gold players is that they're not packed as often. For the players that currently have loads of coins, we're talking more than 20k, they're not looking to go and open packs, they're probably trading, and if they are opening packs, they're not looking to go for silver packs, they're probably going for gold. Whereas everyone else has less than 20k and they're not seeing a silver pack as a good investment because they don't think that they're going to be able to profit from it, especially at the price of 3,750 coins, so they would much rather go for bronze packs. This always leaves silver players being somewhat rare on the market. But this works perfectly fine for us if we're going to be doing the exact same method where you would select the quality to be silver and then just search. Yet again, you're looking for players with bids on for the exact same reason that we went through with the bronze method, but this time there should be a lot more per page, and with them, you should be able to get them at a much better deal. For some of these players, I'm only making 100 coins profit, but with other players, there's times where I'm able to double my coins, which is a very big deal right now. The only problem with silver players is that they tend to take slightly longer to sell. And because this is a new transfer market and because we're all on one transfer market this year, there can be a huge fluctuation. I've had a couple players myself where I managed to buy into them at 400 coins and their next cheapest is around 950. So I decide that I'm going to list mine at 800 so that I'm undercutting the market, and if anyone is looking for that player, of course they're going to buy mine. I go away for 30 minutes, come back, check to see how my players are doing, surprised that they're not sold, quickly check that player's name to realize that another 5 have been listed, all of them undercutting mine. This happens, but you just need to keep on relisting. If you was the cheapest before and you priced your player appropriately, at some point you will be the cheapest again. Most likely when everyone else is asleep, so definitely make sure that you're listing your players for 12 hours overnight. And this goes for every single one of these methods that we've just gone through. But these are the easiest trading methods that are working right now at the time of recording this video. It's likely that these methods will continue to work, but hopefully when the full game is released, it will be a lot better. As in that you will be able to make a lot more coins per trade while still putting either the same amount or even less up, given a much better deal. If you do have any questions about any of these methods, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.